before, Fort Greene would be up there for years. I think it was a place where people of different backgrounds lived together. It was predominantly African American. It was also Caribbean, and there were folks that were doctors, and there were folks that were service workers, and there was an amazing kind of vibrancy to that. But it's a really desirable place to live. I love Fort Greene. It's expensive as bloody hell now, right? And in the midst of that, there are homeless families. So the fundamental problem to me is, the problem of poverty in New York is that people don't have jobs, they don't have money, and housing's too expensive. Right? Like if you were to reduce it to three things. So if we're going to talk about that one thing, right, that is the thing that sticks out to all of us, which is the expense of housing in New York, which is the percentage of income people spend, how do we even, like, let's just talk about Fort Greene. So what do we do in Fort Greene? Do we build affordable housing in Fort Greene? That's one solution, right? Do we come up with some real estate scheme that taxes the hell out of every new brownstone that gets bought in Fort Greene to appease the demand for the fact that it is an absolutely lovely place to live, and use that to help the folks that are like Tasani's family? But like, I don't see what the solution is. The basic problem with Fort Greene is that the demand to live there is high because it is an amazing place to live. And that's bidding up the price.
So, I'm gonna, oh God, I'm trying not to get, because I live in Fort Greene. I wanted to, though, get to these questions. I
want to hear what she has.
Okay.
Well, so everybody can't move to Fort Greene. Everybody can't move to these other desirable, wonderful neighborhoods. What I feel is the solution is to make the communities where people already live livable communities. I mean, that's the bottom line. You know, I shouldn't have to, travel 20 miles to a good grocery store, or ski my way into a charter school because my schools are failing. You know, so that's what I would say. You know.
But also, if you live in Fort Greene and you're enjoying those benefits, again, sharing the privilege, don't be afraid to go do some work in Brownsville, because we're not getting Fort Greene back. It's like the projects are now becoming like on the Lower East Side, like they're going to become condos. So once you take the projects, there's nothing left. But for those of us that are here that are privileged, we can get to some work. And don't be afraid of your poor neighbors, right? So folks ask some questions or put some questions in online. I'm going to get to a few of them. This is from Louis. I don't know what hood Louis is from, but he asked about homelessness in Brooklyn and how it was different from other boroughs, particularly